What if I told you that a 78-year-old man who could barely climb a flight of stairs a year ago just gained back the leg strength to hike with his grandchildren without eating a single egg? Not maintained, actually gained muscle, the kind of gains most people believe are impossible after 60. For decades, eggs have been praised as the gold standard of protein, complete amino acids, easy to digest, and a breakfast staple in every health-conscious home. But here's the shocker. Science now shows that there are other proteins that outperform eggs for building muscle in older adults. Not just a little better, some of these proteins work twice as well, especially when your body is facing the natural challenges of aging. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on 10 powerhouse proteins that go beyond eggs. Proteins that not only build muscle, but also fight inflammation, improve insulin sensitivity, and restore your body's ability to use protein efficiently. And the best part? They're all accessible, affordable, and backed by solid research. If you're over 60, your muscles are in a constant tug-of-war between building up and breaking down. After 30, breakdown starts to win. By 60, it accelerates. By 90, most people have lost half their muscle mass. But here's the good news. With the right protein strategy, you can reverse much of that loss, starting today. Over the next several minutes, I'll walk you through 10 specific proteins that check all those boxes, and more. Some of them you already know but haven't used correctly. Others might surprise you because they're not in the typical senior diet conversation. We'll cover why speed of absorption matters more than total grams for older muscles, how protein synergy, combining certain foods, can multiply muscle growth, the overlooked role of vitamins and minerals in making protein work for you. By the end, you'll not only know what to eat, you'll know when, how, and with what to eat it for maximum results. Here's the reality. Building muscle after 60 is not the same as in your 20s. Your body processes protein differently. The scientific term for this is anabolic resistance. Your muscles don't respond to protein as efficiently, so you need more of it, and more of the right kind, to get the same effect. Eggs are still a great food. Don't get me wrong, but they fall short in 3 key ways for older adults. Low omega-3 content can't fight chronic muscle inflammation effectively. Almost no vitamin D, 80% of seniors are deficient, and vitamin D is crucial for muscle synthesis. Lower leucine per serving, you need 3g leucine per meal to trigger muscle growth after 70. Eggs give just 1.3g. It's like trying to start an old car with a weak battery. Eggs give you a little push, but what you really need is a strong spark. The solution? Proteins that are faster to absorb, richer in leucine, packaged with anti-inflammatory nutrients, and easy for an aging digestive system to handle. I'm Victor Liu, a health educator and content creator dedicated to helping older adults reclaim strength, energy, and independence through science-backed nutrition and simple, sustainable habits. Over the past years, I've worked with countless seniors, people in their 60s, 70s, even 90s, helping them design eating plans that reignite muscle growth and restore functional strength. The proteins I'm about to share aren't just random superfoods from a trendy list. They're chosen because clinical research proves they work better than eggs for muscle building in older adults. They address the real challenges you face: slower protein absorption, anabolic resistance, and nutrient deficiencies that block muscle synthesis. Here's the reality. Building muscle after 60 is not the same as in your 20s. Your body processes protein differently. The scientific term for this is anabolic resistance. Your muscles don't respond to protein as efficiently, so you need more of it, and more of the right kind, to get the same effect. Eggs are still a great food. Don't get me wrong, but they fall short in 3 key ways for older adults. Low omega-3 content can't fight chronic muscle inflammation effectively. Almost no vitamin D, 80% of seniors are deficient, and vitamin D is crucial for muscle synthesis. Lower leucine per serving, you need 3g leucine per meal to trigger muscle growth after 70. Eggs give just 1.3g. It's like trying to start an old car with a weak battery. Eggs give you a little push, but what you really need is a strong spark. The solution? Proteins that are faster to absorb, richer in leucine, packaged with anti-inflammatory nutrients, and easy for an aging digestive system to handle. Over the next several minutes, I'll walk you through 10 specific proteins that check all those boxes, and more. Some of them you already know but haven't used correctly. Others might surprise you because they're not in the typical senior diet conversation. We'll cover why speed of absorption matters more than total grams for older muscles, how protein synergy, combining certain foods, can multiply muscle growth, the overlooked role of vitamins and minerals in making protein work for you. By the end, you'll not only know what to eat, you'll know when, how, and with what to eat it for maximum results. 10 proteins that work better than eggs. If you want a protein that gets to work as fast as possible, delivering enough leucine in just one serving, whey protein isolate is your number one choice. 1. Whey protein isolate, the fastest muscle builder for people over 60. Whey protein isolate is not just for young athletes. It's been proven to help people over 70 gain muscle twice as fast compared to protein from eggs. As we age, the anabolic window, the time frame when muscles can effectively use protein for growth, gets shorter. In younger adults, muscles can absorb and use protein for several hours after a meal. But in people over 60, only fast-absorbing proteins can trigger muscle protein synthesis, MPS, at the right time. Whey protein isolate. Absorption speed enters the bloodstream in about 60 minutes. Leucine, 2.5 g per serving, compared to 1.3 g in eggs. BCAA content, 25% of total protein in the most bioavailable form. Research evidence. McMaster University, Canada. People over 75 who consumed whey protein doubled their muscle gain compared to those consuming the same amount of protein from eggs. Another study found that taking whey protein immediately after exercise increased MPS by up to 68% compared to taking it 3 hours later. How to use. 1.5 scoops of whey protein isolate in the morning after light activity, stretching, walking, or right after a workout. Mix with cold water or unsweetened milk to preserve protein structure. Pro tips for better results. Add 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon improves insulin sensitivity, helping amino acids enter muscles faster. Add berries. Anthocyanins protect amino acids during absorption. 2. Cottage cheese, the overnight muscle feeder. Cottage cheese contains slow-digesting casein protein, which keeps amino acid levels steady in the blood for 7 to 8 hours. This acts as a bodyguard for your muscles during sleep. At night, your body enters a catabolic state, breaking down muscle protein for energy. Casein forms a gel in the stomach, slowly releasing amino acids to prevent muscle loss. Other benefits of cottage cheese. High in selenium deficiency is linked to muscle weakness in 60% of adults over 70. Contains vitamin B12, calcium, and phosphorus, all essential for muscle contraction and protein synthesis. Research evidence. Netherlands study. Older adults who ate cottage cheese before bed still experienced increased muscle protein synthesis during sleep. Another trial found that combining casein plus calcium improved functional strength by 25% more than protein alone. How to use. 1 cup, 200 g, before bed. For those limiting sodium, rinse briefly through a strainer to reduce salt content by about 40%. Pro tips for better results. Mix with walnuts, rich in arginine, plus a drizzle of honey. Tastes like ice cream, but builds muscle while you sleep. Add flaxseed powder. Provides omega-3s and fiber for better digestion. 3. Wild-caught salmon, your muscles and joints' best friend. Did you know? Wild-caught salmon isn't just delicious. It's like a mechanic for your muscles. Just 2 to 3 meals a week can make your muscles stronger and ease joint pain. Wild-caught salmon is rich in healthy fats called omega-3s, EPA, and DHA. As we age, our muscles often have low-grade inflammation, like rust on metal. Omega-3s act like lubricant, reducing inflammation and keeping muscle fibers moving smoothly. It also contains vitamin D, a nutrient many older adults lack. Vitamin D isn't just for bones. It's the key that helps muscles respond better to protein. And that beautiful pink-orange color? That's astaxanthin, a powerful antioxidant that protects your muscles' energy factories, helping you stay more resilient. Research shows that just a few months of regular omega-3 intake can increase muscle mass and strength in older adults, even without changing exercise habits. How to use. Choose wild-caught salmon for its higher omega-3 content. Eat 2 to 3 times per week, about 100 to 150 g per serving. Steam, pan-sear over medium heat, or gently braise. Avoid high-heat grilling, which can destroy omega-3s. Pro tip: pair with leafy greens and a squeeze of lemon. Vitamin C from lemon helps protect omega-3s and boosts iron absorption from the fish. 4. Hemp seeds, small seeds, big strength for muscles after 60. Many people think only meat and fish can build muscle, but I often recommend a tiny seed to my patients: hemp seeds. Don't underestimate them. Just 3 tablespoons, about a small handful, provide high-quality, easy-to-digest protein that's perfect for our age. Hemp seeds are special because they contain a destined protein, very similar to the protein found in human blood. That means your body recognizes and absorbs it easily, without the bloating or digestive discomfort some plant proteins cause. They also have a balanced omega-6 to omega-3 ratio, 3:1. At our age, muscles often suffer from chronic low-grade inflammation, not enough to cause fever, but enough to weaken and slow recovery. The omega-3s in hemp seeds help reduce this, creating a better environment for muscle growth. Good blood flow is vital for muscle health. Hemp seeds are rich in arginine, an amino acid that widens blood vessels, like opening up a highway so nutrients and oxygen can reach muscles faster. They're also high in magnesium. Low magnesium can cause muscle cramps, stiffness, and fatigue. In nutrition studies for older adults, GLA, gamma-linolenic acid, a special fat in hemp seeds, was shown to reduce muscle pain by up to 40% and shorten recovery time after activity. Diets rich in magnesium are also directly linked to better grip strength, walking speed, and the ability to stand up from a chair, key indicators of muscle health in seniors. How to use: serving size, 2 to 3 tablespoons, 20 to 30 g, daily. How to eat: sprinkle over Greek yogurt, oatmeal, salads, or blend into a morning smoothie. Timing: eat in the morning for a great energy start, or in the afternoon to keep amino acids flowing to your muscles. Pro tips: if you're new to hemp seeds, start with 1 tablespoon/day so your digestion can adjust, then increase gradually. Pair with berries, blueberries, strawberries, for extra anti-inflammatory benefits from antioxidants. 5. Greek yogurt, 2 proteins in 1 to build muscle and boost gut health. I tell my older patients, if you want to build muscle and care for your gut, eat Greek yogurt every day. It's simple, tasty, and offers a double benefit for your health. Greek yogurt is thicker than regular yogurt because it's strained to remove whey liquid, which doubles the protein content. It contains both whey protein and casein protein. Whey absorbs quickly, delivering amino acids to muscles right after you eat, like instant refueling. Casein digests slowly, keeping a steady flow of amino acids for hours, like a backup fuel tank. Beyond protein, Greek yogurt is rich in probiotics. As we age, stomach acid levels and digestive enzymes decline, making nutrient absorption harder. Probiotics improve gut health, helping your body absorb protein and vitamins more effectively. Certain probiotic strains in Greek yogurt even produce vitamin K2, which is important for both bone and muscle health. Studies in Japan and Europe show that older adults who eat fermented dairy daily maintain more muscle mass and have less chronic inflammation than those who don't. Another study found that probiotic supplementation improves the body's ability to use dietary protein, boosting training results and maintaining strength. How to use: serving size, 1 cup, 170 to 200 g daily. Timing: best as a snack or right after light activity like walking or stretching. How to eat: pair with ground flaxseed for omega-3s, berries for antioxidants, and a teaspoon of raw honey for natural sweetness and digestion-friendly enzymes. Pro tips: choose full-fat Greek yogurt so your body can absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, and K. If you're lactose sensitive, try a small amount first or choose a brand with live active cultures that help break down lactose. 6. Salmon, a protein and omega-3 powerhouse for muscles and joints. If there's one food I recommend eating at least twice a week to both build muscle and protect your joints, it's salmon. Not only is it rich in high-quality protein, but it also delivers omega-3s, EPA, and DHA, a duo your body especially needs as you age. Salmon contains complete protein, meaning all 9 essential amino acids your body can't make on its own. What's special is that salmon's amino acids are in an easy-to-digest form, allowing older adults to absorb them quickly without feeling heavy or bloated. The biggest strength of salmon is its omega-3 content. As we age, chronic low-grade inflammation often develops in muscles and joints, silently reducing strength and making activities feel tiring or painful with slower recovery. EPA and DHA in salmon help reduce inflammation, protect muscle cell membranes, and boost muscle protein synthesis, MPS. Salmon also provides vitamin D and selenium, two key nutrients for maintaining bone strength and supporting immune function. Many people over 60 are unknowingly deficient in vitamin D, which can lead to muscle weakness and a higher risk of falls. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who ate salmon or other fatty fish 2 to 3 times per week, combined with light exercise, increased lean muscle mass and improved walking speed within just 6 months. Another study from the University of Washington showed that omega-3s from salmon improved muscle insulin sensitivity, enhancing the body's ability to use protein for muscle growth. How to use. Serving size, 100 to 150 g, 2 to 3 times per week. Cooking methods, steam, bake, or lightly pan-sear with olive oil. Avoid deep frying, as high heat destroys omega-3s. When to eat. Lunch or dinner, paired with leafy greens and a healthy carb source, like sweet potatoes, to aid post-activity recovery. Pro tips. If fresh salmon is hard to find, opt for frozen or canned salmon, packed in water or olive oil. Pair with lemon and fresh herbs to reduce any fishy taste and add vitamin C, which helps boost iron absorption from the fish.
If you find this helpful, tap the like button and leave me a comment. Tudo, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss our health tips.
6. Salmon, a protein and omega-3 powerhouse for muscles and joints. If there's one food I recommend eating at least twice a week to both build muscle and protect your joints, it's salmon. Not only is it rich in high-quality protein, but it also delivers omega-3s, EPA, and DHA, a duo your body especially needs as you age. Salmon contains complete protein, meaning all 9 essential amino acids your body can't make on its own. What's special is that salmon's amino acids are in an easy-to-digest form, allowing older adults to absorb them quickly without feeling heavy or bloated. The biggest strength of salmon is its omega-3 content. As we age, chronic low-grade inflammation often develops in muscles and joints, silently reducing strength and making activities feel tiring or painful with slower recovery. EPA and DHA in salmon help reduce inflammation, protect muscle cell membranes, and boost muscle protein synthesis, MPS. Salmon also provides vitamin D and selenium, two key nutrients for maintaining bone strength and supporting immune function. Many people over 60 are unknowingly deficient in vitamin D, which can lead to muscle weakness and a higher risk of falls. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who ate salmon or other fatty fish 2 to 3 times per week, combined with light exercise, increased lean muscle mass and improved walking speed within just 6 months. Another study from the University of Washington showed that omega-3s from salmon improved muscle insulin sensitivity, enhancing the body's ability to use protein for muscle growth. How to use. Serving size, 100 to 150 g, 2 to 3 times per week. Cooking methods, steam, bake, or lightly pan-sear with olive oil. Avoid deep frying, as high heat destroys omega-3s. When to eat. Lunch or dinner, paired with leafy greens and a healthy carb source, like sweet potatoes, to aid post-activity recovery. Pro tips. If fresh salmon is hard to find, opt for frozen or canned salmon, packed in water or olive oil. Pair with lemon and fresh herbs to reduce any fishy taste and add vitamin C, which helps boost iron absorption from the fish. 7. Chicken breast, your muscle's loyal friend. Many of my patients think chicken breast is only for athletes, and that it's too dry or hard to chew for older adults. But in reality, when prepared the right way, chicken breast is an excellent protein source that helps maintain and repair muscle quickly. Chicken breast is a lean protein, meaning it has almost no saturated fat, making it heart-friendly for our age. Every 100 g provides about 31 g of protein, which is quite high compared to many other meats. The protein in chicken breast is rich in leucine, the key amino acid that triggers new muscle building, muscle protein synthesis. As we age, our bodies respond less efficiently to leucine than when we were younger, so getting enough from foods like chicken breast is especially important. Chicken breast is also high in vitamin B6 and niacin, which help convert food into energy, reduce fatigue, and support the nervous system. Studies in older adults show that a diet rich in lean protein like chicken breast, combined with strength training, can reduce muscle loss by up to 40% compared to exercise alone. Another study in Japan found that supplementing leucine from sources like chicken breast improved arm strength and sit-to-stand speed in adults over 65. How to use. Serving size: 80 to 120 g per meal, 3 to 4 times per week. Cooking methods: boil, steam, bake, or quickly pan-sear to keep it tender. Shred into salads or soups for easier eating. When to eat: lunch or dinner, especially after light exercise like lifting small weights, brisk walking, or resistance band workouts. Pro tips: if you're worried about dryness, marinate in plain yogurt or lemon juice before cooking to keep the meat tender. Pair with vitamin C, rich vegetables like bell peppers or broccoli to support collagen production for muscles and tendons. 8. Lentils, plant protein that's light but long-lasting for muscles. Did you know? Many people think only meat and fish can build muscle, but lentils, a tiny legume, are a secret weapon for muscle health, especially when you want a light yet nourishing meal. 1 cup of cooked lentils contains about 18 g of protein, along with soluble fiber that helps stabilize blood sugar and feed healthy gut bacteria. Lentils are particularly rich in lysine, an amino acid essential for muscle tissue repair and for improving calcium absorption. They also provide potassium and magnesium, 2 minerals that help regulate muscle contraction and relaxation, reducing the risk of cramps. Another bonus: the polyphenol antioxidants in lentils help lower inflammation and protect muscles from free radical damage. A review in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that a diet high in plant protein, from foods like lentils and chickpeas, can maintain muscle mass in older adults just as well as a high animal protein diet, provided the amount is sufficient and properly combined. Another European study found that people who regularly eat lentils have a 20% lower risk of chronic diseases, thanks to reduced inflammation and better blood sugar control. How to use. Serving size: 1/2 to 1 cup cooked lentils, 2 to 3 times per week. Cooking methods: simmer with vegetables, toss into salads, or make soup with chicken to boost protein quality. When to eat: lunch or dinner, especially after light activity. Pro tips: soak lentils for 2 to 4 hours before cooking to make them easier to digest. Pair with brown rice or quinoa to create a complete protein with all 9 essential amino acids. 9. Lean beef, a natural creatine boost for muscle strength. Many people avoid beef thinking it's high in cholesterol, but if you choose lean cuts and eat in moderation, beef can be an excellent source of protein and nutrients for building muscle, especially for adults over 60. Lean beef provides about 26 g of protein per 100 g, with a high leucine content, the amino acid switch that activates muscle protein synthesis, MPS. What makes beef unique is its natural creatine content, which boosts muscle strength and performance in resistance training. It also contains easily absorbed heme iron, which helps transport oxygen more efficiently, allowing your muscles to work harder for longer. Beef is also rich in vitamins B6 and B12, which support energy production and a healthy nervous system. Research. A study in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that older adults consuming high-quality protein from lean beef, combined with resistance training, saw significant lean muscle gains in just 12 weeks. Another Japanese study reported that supplementing with natural creatine from foods like beef improved muscle strength in older adults without the need for supplements. How to use. Serving size: 100 to 120 g lean beef, 1 to 2 times per week. Cooking methods: grill, quick pan-sear, or slow braise with vegetables. When to eat: post-workout or at lunch, giving the body time to digest. Pro tips: choose tenderloin or round cuts to reduce saturated fat intake. Pair with vitamin C, rich vegetables like bell peppers or broccoli to boost iron absorption. 10. Cottage cheese, small but mighty for muscle. If you want a light snack that still builds muscle, cottage cheese is an excellent choice. It's soft, refreshing, easy to eat, and rich in protein. Cottage cheese contains about 14 g of protein per 100 g, most of it in the form of casein, a slow-digesting protein that steadily supplies amino acids to muscles for hours. It's also low in fat, high in calcium, and contains phosphorus, two minerals essential for maintaining muscle and bone strength. Additionally, its selenium content acts as an antioxidant, protecting muscles from exercise-induced damage. A study in Nutrients Journal found that consuming 20 to 30 g of dairy protein before bed increased muscle protein synthesis during sleep, making cottage cheese an ideal option. A U.S. survey also found that older adults who regularly eat cottage cheese have higher bone density and slower muscle loss. How to use. Serving size, 100 to 150 g daily, as a snack or before bed. How to eat. Pair with fruit, sprinkle with chia seeds, or mix into salads. When to eat. Evening before bed or as an afternoon snack. Pro tips. Choose a low-sodium version for heart health. Pair with a source of vitamin K2, like natto or aged cheese, to improve calcium absorption. Cottage cheese may seem simple, but its slow-digesting protein, rich mineral profile, and ease of digestion make it a powerful ally for preserving muscle strength after 60. Whether you enjoy it as a light evening snack or pair it with fruit in the afternoon, it works quietly through the night to keep your muscles nourished. And just like the other 9 protein sources we've covered, it's not just about the nutrients. It's about making smart, consistent choices that your body can truly benefit from over time. Transition to Section 6, Strategy/Sample Day. Now that you've discovered 10 powerful protein options that can outperform eggs in supporting muscle health, the next question is, how do you actually use them in daily life? You don't have to eat them all at once. In fact, the secret is knowing how to rotate and combine them so your body gets a steady, balanced supply of nutrients without getting bored. In the next section, we'll walk through a simple, practical sample day plan that shows exactly how to put these proteins to work for you. 6. Putting it all together, a sample daily strategy. Goal: to give you a clear picture of how to apply these 10 protein sources in a single day. Easy to follow, muscle-friendly, and optimized for life after 60. Here's the idea. You don't need to eat all 10 proteins in one day. Instead, combine 4 to 5 different sources per day and rotate them throughout the week. This way, your body gets a full amino acid profile without getting bored. Morning, gentle warm-up and fast protein boost. 6:30 a.m., light activity. Upon waking, do 5 to 10 minutes of gentle stretching and joint rotations for the neck, shoulders, and hips. This wakes up your muscles, making them ready to absorb nutrients. 7 a.m., breakfast. 2 slices of whole grain bread plus 150 g lightly pan-seared salmon, rich in omega-3s and protein. 1/2 avocado for healthy fats to help absorb fat-soluble vitamins. A glass of warm water with a squeeze of lemon to aid digestion. Why? Salmon in the morning provides easy-to-digest protein, reduces muscle inflammation, and keeps joints flexible throughout the day. Mid-morning snack, slow protein for steady muscle nourishment. 10 a.m., 150 g cottage cheese with a handful of strawberries or blueberries. Why? Casein in cottage cheese releases amino acids slowly, keeping your muscles fed until lunchtime. Lunch, strong protein focus. 12:30 p.m., 100 g lean beef, slow braised with carrots and potatoes. 1 cup quinoa, rich in lysine, supporting collagen and muscle building. Steamed vegetables, or a salad drizzled with olive oil. Why? Midday is when your body is most active, so this is the time for high-quality protein like lean beef to supply creatine and leucine, key for muscle strength. Afternoon snack, plant protein plus fiber. 3:30 p.m., 1 cup lentil stew, reheated if needed, topped with pumpkin seeds. Why? Lentils provide protein plus potassium and magnesium for muscle relaxation, while fiber keeps you full and curbs unhealthy snacking. Dinner, light, easy to digest, but still protein-rich. 6:30 p.m., 150 g herb marinated grilled chicken breast, lean protein, low saturated fat. Steamed sweet potatoes plus steamed greens. 1 tablespoon ground flaxseed sprinkled over vegetables for plant-based omega-3s. Why? Chicken breast supports muscle recovery after a day's activity without feeling heavy. Ideal for older adults. Before bed, muscle protection overnight. 9 p.m. 1 glass of warm low-fat milk or 100 g Greek yogurt. Why? The casein and whey in dairy keep muscle protein synthesis going throughout the night, when recovery is at its peak. Weekly rotation tips. Replace salmon at breakfast with eggs plus Greek yogurt 1 to 2 times a week. Swap beef at lunch with tuna or turkey. Switch the afternoon lentil snack for chickpeas or quinoa salad. 7. Core principles for building muscle after 60. You know, keeping muscle strong after 60 isn't just about eating more protein. Our bodies at this age are very different from when we were 30 or 40, and if we don't play by the rules, no matter how much we eat, results will be hard to see. So today, I want to share some golden rules I use for myself and my patients. Simple enough that anyone can follow without feeling overwhelmed. First principle: consistency over quantity. You don't need to load up on huge amounts of meat, fish, or dairy in one meal and then eat lightly in others. Your muscles need steady fuel throughout the day, so divide your protein into 4 to 5 smaller meals. At each meal, aim for about a palm-sized portion of lean meat or fish, plus some beans or dairy. That's enough. Second principle: vary your protein sources. Don't rely only on eggs or chicken. Rotate between salmon, tuna, lean beef, lentils, chickpeas. Each has its own special skill. Salmon reduces inflammation, beef provides creatine, beans deliver magnesium and fiber. By combining different types, your body gets the full set of amino acids and minerals it needs. Third principle: pair with healthy fats and greens. This is something many people overlook. Fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, K support strong bones and muscles, but to absorb them, you need healthy fats from olive oil, avocado, flaxseed, walnuts. Leafy greens not only improve digestion, but also help reduce inflammation and protect heart health. Fourth principle: stay hydrated and replenish electrolytes. Dehydration and lack of minerals like magnesium and potassium are the top causes of cramps and muscle fatigue in older adults. So besides plain water, consider coconut water, bananas, sweet potatoes, or vegetable soups to naturally restore electrolytes. Finally, move gently but regularly. Protein only turns into muscle when you instruct your body to build it through movement. You don't need heavy weights. Brisk walking, light resistance training, or using resistance bands for 15 to 20 minutes a day will make your muscles respond very well. Master these principles, and you'll see that maintaining muscle after 60 is not out of reach. More importantly, you'll feel your strength and flexibility return, allowing you to live actively, stay healthy, and enjoy every day to the fullest. I know that when I share these principles, some of you might immediately think, "Sounds good, but and then comes a list of reasons." I've heard this from so many patients, and today I want to clear those worries so you can feel confident about starting. Some say to me, "I don't have time, doctor." I understand, especially if you're used to a fixed daily rhythm. But eating and exercising to keep your muscles strong doesn't require hours. You just need a little planning ahead. For example, boil eggs or fish in advance, portion them into containers in the fridge, and simply reheat when needed. Exercise works the same way. 10 to 15 minutes in the morning or before dinner, right at home, is enough. The time you invest now will save you far more time spent in the hospital later. Others tell me, "But healthy food is expensive." In reality, there are many excellent, affordable, and easy-to-find protein sources: soybeans, lentils, chickpeas, eggs, plain yogurt. These can replace costly meats or fish perfectly, and they're often gentler on digestion. The key is to combine them wisely. You don't need salmon or beef at every meal to see results. Another concern I often hear: when I eat a lot of protein, I feel bloated or uncomfortable. This happens if you eat a large amount in one sitting or rely only on animal protein without enough vegetables and fiber. The solution is simple. Spread your protein intake throughout the day, pair it with greens, and drink enough water. You can also choose whey isolate or soy milk. Both are light on the stomach and easy to absorb. And finally, some science say, I'm too old, changing my diet and exercising now won't make a difference. Here's the truth. I've seen patients well into their 80s who adjusted their eating and movement habits, and in just 3 to 4 months, they could walk steadily again, even climb stairs without holding the railing. Your body is far more capable than you think, as long as you give it the chance. You see, most of these concerns already have solutions. The question isn't whether you can do it. It's whether you want to start today. Do you remember the story I told you at the beginning? A man in his 60s who thought his body had long forgotten its strength, yet by making just a few small changes, eating the right proteins, and moving gently each day, within a few months, he was walking briskly again, lifting his grandchild to play without back pain or shortness of breath. I want you to understand, this is not a miracle. It's the result of persistence and the right choices. Age cannot erase all the strength within you, but if you let it decline without taking action, that is the real loss. You can start today. You don't have to change everything at once. Just choose one small step. For example, add one high-quality protein source to your meal, or spend 10 minutes doing light exercise before dinner. Bit by bit, your body will reward you with stability, flexibility, and confidence. I believe you can do it. And if what I've shared has been helpful, leave a comment saying, I'm starting today, so I know I've reached you, and so others can see they are not alone on this journey. Subscribe to Senior Vitality now, because here, we will keep walking this path together, step by step, to preserve health, strength, and joy in life, no matter your age.